Wrestling is trash. Wrestling is trash.
Pow! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 180 of Wrestling is Trash, the podcast where we talk about all things professional wrestling, all the shenanigans, all the good and the bad, past, present, and future, possibly the future. I, of course, am one of your co-hosts of this podcast, Lou from the BX, host of the Everything Podcast, co-host of Wrestling is Trash, Trash Boy number 2, and we are here on a Trash Saturday. Yes, it is Saturday. We thought that it would be best to wait until the weekend to record this episode because there's just so much going on this week in wrestling that we didn't want to kind of like miss anything. So we're hitting you up on a Saturday of Wrestlemania. So we're here. As far as everything with me, everything's good. Everything is lovely. Everything is everything. Loving everything what I've seen so far with wrestling. And I'm ready to just get started. So Trash Boy to my right, introduce yourself.
What up, everyone? Nick Anicelli coming to you live on what we'd like to say is the Super Bowl for wrestling fans. Just like the end of a season, whatever you want to conclude it, just a big weekend for wrestling fans, past, present, and literally quite possibly the future. Yeah, so I'm just excited. Wrestlemania, as you said last night, we're going to get into that probably here in a second. Ring of Honor delivered a great show. Great show. Loved that. Had to rewatch some of it this morning. Those who did see, Paul Heyman had an amazing Hall of Fame speech. That was great. We have NXT Stand and Deliver. So, Lou, that's the question I have for you right off the bat. Say money's not an option, right? Do you think you could go to, say, ROH last night, Mania tonight, and Mania the next day? Like, do you think you'd get eventually, not sick, because it's like you don't want to say sick, but like, when's too much in person? Because there's these people, as we see on Twitter, like they're at everything.
Well, that's the thing. If you say money's not an option, then that entails a lot of things. That means that I never have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about a job. I don't have to worry about shit. I could just, if I want to, I can go. And, if it's once a year, I'm going to go to everything. Like, this is like the Super Bowl. So if money's not an option, hold on a second. Let me just make sure my sound is on. I don't know why my sound keeps turning off. If money's not an option, then I'm going to go to everything. I will go to Friday night. I'll go to that ROH show. Saturday, if I can, I will go to Stand and Deliver and then probably go to WrestleMania afterwards. Now, is that a lot to ask of a human being to spend basically the whole day Saturday in an arena with all these dirty fans watching wrestling? Yes, it is. But again, once a year, money's not an option. I think I would at least try it.
Yeah. Nah, that'd be cool. I want to go to that WWE world. That looks really cool. From like
that
the videos.
Cool.
They had like a tattoo booth and Rhea Ripley got a tattoo and shit.
I don't know about waiting 4 hours for The Rock to show up.
Yeah, no. I don't think I would do all that.
I'd be a little tight, but
I think it'd be cool just walking around looking at all the different things. Like I saw WWE posted it, but I saw a bunch of fans like the old ECW set up, and then just like they had the Firefly Funhouse, I think, there. So I think it'd be cool just to see shit like that.
Yeah, it's funny. Like this all week, I've been like, just let's get to Friday. Let me start my wrestling weekend. I'm gonna watch everything. And honestly, I didn't really watch a lot yesterday. All I did really was kind of get myself ready, did a couple things around the house, and then I was waiting for this Ring of Honor pay-per-view. I was like debating on whether or not to watch SmackDown or, the pay-per-view because I figured it's the go home SmackDown, something would happen. It doesn't sound like really anything happened because I don't hear a soul online talking about SmackDown last night. Nope. So really I stuck with the ROH show, and then I actually watched the Scrum this morning and didn't watch SmackDown, didn't watch any of the stuff they had online. I know they had a bunch of YouTube stuff going last night. They had the Hall of Fame last night. They had the World last night. And I honestly didn't watch all the things I thought I was gonna watch, but I guess I got to play a little catch up today with that. Definitely want to watch the Paul Heyman speech because I saw a couple clips and it looked really good.
Yeah, the only thing from SmackDown, because I had it on the iPad because I had the Ring of Honor on the TV, was I think just Andrade getting added to the match instead of Dragon Lee.
Right.
I want to know why. Not like
Bro, I was gonna ask you that. You told me that last night. Didn't Dragon Lee get bumped from something else, like some other show this year? Wasn't he scheduled to do a show and he got bumped from that shit too? Like, what the fuck is going on with Dragon Lee?
Yeah, I don't know, because the way they did it, I think something happened, and I could be wrong, right? It could be as simple as this was the plan, right, all along. But it was weird. So last night, because I saw it, Selena and Elektra Lopez had like a match. It wasn't the greatest, but they had a match. They actually gave them a little time, which was kind of shocking, to be honest. I didn't think those two would get a lot, which I'm happy for them. But so what happened was Dragon Lee got attacked backstage. Carlito was the one who found them. So I think Carlito might have been the one who attacked him. So
right.
I think we might see something like that tonight. But anyway, Selena and Ray came out, and then when Elektra Lopez came out, Dominic came out, Santos, and then Andrade, which I know he's been with kind of hanging out with Judgment Day on Raw. But long story short, they have the match, and at the end, Andrade turns, and he aligns with Selena. They hug, and then he taps Ray.
Yeah, speaking of which, I saw that picture. Charlotte needs to talk to she needs to talk to Selena. I don't give a fuck how cool everybody is. You can't be like, hey man, look, you jumping on another person's man like that. What those parts lined up and touching? I don't know, bro. That's a little much to me. I might sound a little. Yeah, I might be a little caveman mentality, but when I saw that picture, I was like, hey, yo.
My mentality on the match is I was excited, to be honest, to see Dragon Lee on Mania. But I'll admit, I'd rather see Andrade on it more than Dragon Lee. Like, Dragon Lee's going to be around for a while. I think we kind of know that.
Yeah.
I was happy to see Andrade. And like I say, man, we always say we see Tony Khan watches our show. Now we got someone from the Fed, I think, watching, because Lou sent out a tweet pretty much like, why the fuck isn't Andrade on WrestleMania? And the night before he's on. Yeah, and then the night before, which I agreed. I agreed with Lou. Like, yo, like, I get it. He came back at Rumble, but between, like, I don't know, like, how don't you have him in something? And obviously they got him in something. So cool. Happy for him. But, so I don't know what happened there. And maybe that Carlito turning heel was the plan all along, and it was always supposed to be on. I don't know. It's something
just to have Dragon Lee added and then just drop him like that. That shit's weird, bro. I don't know. I could have sworn that he got dropped from, like, I know we were covering some other show, and Dragon Lee was supposed to be on it, and then he ended up getting dropped off.
Wait, was it NXT? Did he get hurt on something?
It might have been one of those shows where maybe he got hurt or something happened where he got dropped.
Yeah,
and we were like, okay, well, there goes that.
Yeah, I forget. Who the fuck knows? But anyway, yeah. So my initial thoughts of Ring of Honor last night, I said it to Lou. I like to think we keep it a buck, you guys. I've been just busy, and I'll admit I've missed the past few episodes of ROH. I obviously knew what was going on going into it, but so happy to see Mark Briscoe. I have to start with that first. So happy to see him win the title. That was freaking dope on the anniversary of his brother winning it. So that was really cool. Sheeta, I thought she was going to win, man. Because when did Athena win the title? It's been so long now.
Athena's she's over a year already with this title.
Yeah, like, so.
Yeah, she's over a year already with the belt.
Sucks because she's having such a great run, and I'm guilty of it as well, but not everyone's seeing everything she's doing. And that's what sucks. It's like.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's cool though, because on these end of the year polls from like ESPN and stuff, she's on it, so that's cool. She's getting love, but what she's doing is insane, and I wish she'd get more love. To be honest, I just want
we talked about this last week.
Yeah,
I talked about this last week. Why the fuck is she banned from? Why is she banned from AEW TV? Like, don't get it. And and when you watch the Scrum, like, Athena comes out. Maybe it's her choice. I don't know, because Athena comes out in the Scrum. And she's like, Tony, the boss, I love you, Tony. And Tony's like, yeah, Athena, you're great. I love you too. And this and that. So it's like, it's not like they have tension or something. She's always at the scrums. They're always interacting. So like they have a good relationship. So maybe it's her choice to like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she just wants to work ROH.
Well, it's kind of like that question you said before. You'd rather be the world champion in a lower promotion than a mid-carder per se on the main one. So maybe she very well could have them. Because it's not like ROH is like NXT where it's set and filmed one location. Where she's like, oh, I just don't want to travel. Like, this is easier from whatever maybe she has personally. But no, I'm happy to see her on like a great run like this. It's kind of like who's going to be the one to beat her. And I thought Sheeta would have been a great person to beat her, but I'm not mad at all that she won at all.
Right. Yeah.
It was cool to see.
And I thought it would be Billy Starks, but you know, Billy Starks and her are tighter than ever now after last night.
Yeah, and what else? The tag team title match wasn't bad. That wasn't bad, but no, I thought it was honestly a great show to start off like the weekend. Like, you know what I mean? Like it set like, oh shit, like, hey, we had a good show. Let's keep on going, you know?
Yeah, overall, I mean, I enjoyed the show. I'd say it was a good show. Definitely the last two matches for me put the show. Well, let's say I'm having trouble calling it a great show. Because of that Dalton Castle match was, dude, at one point he's like, get me a boy, and all these people come out dressed as boys, and he's throwing them all, and they're all botching. Like, I hate to use that word. But when you see it over and over again, like Johnny TV catching this guy, catching this guy, and pretending that he's falling and then getting back up for the next guy. I was like, okay, dude, like this is not working. And you did it like 7 straight times. So at one point he throws one guy and the guy doesn't even clear the ropes, just falls straight down. So I don't know if that was planned like that because Johnny TV just started kicking him when he was on the floor. So, I mean, it was entertaining, but it wasn't like, you know, there was just some things with it that kind of bothered me. But dude, that fucking Athena and Sheeta match was fantastic. The Billy Starks match and Queen Aminata match was fantastic.
That was a good match as well, yes.
I commend everybody involved in that segment where Billy Starks was like, quote unquote, hurt. If you didn't see the match, she looked like she hurt her neck and she was laying there screaming and crying. And Queen Aminata selling of that angle, she looked really concerned. They cut the camera away from the ring and they put it on the announce desk and they were just like, oh man, we hope, you know. And I was like, oh fuck, man, what fucking bad timing for this poor girl, dude, for this to happen now, yo. And then they're taking her out of the ring and then all of a sudden, bam, German suplex, choked her the fuck out. That was fucking awesome, bro. Shit was fantastic.
She's what, 19 years old?
Billy Starks is 19. She's a teenager.
So think about that, dude. She's already good. Like, obviously, everyone can use work, right? That doesn't matter who you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fucking Brian. Well, maybe not Brian Danielson. He might not need work, but you get what I'm saying. But like, dude, like she hasn't even entered her prime. Like, she's probably got like 4 years till she's like in prime material, and she already looks good. Like, that's someone I hate.
She's a prodigy for sure. There's definitely a prodigy.
Yeah, like that's the future of the business. Like, you know, we say like, oh, this person, like that's literally the future of the women's industry, business, whatever.
Yeah, she's
one
very,
thing I
very
took
good.
away from last night that I loved about the show, the crowd was great, and Philly diehard, all diehard fans were at that show because it's like, and the reason I say that is because with everything WWE has going on, they still sold, I don't know, whatever, like 3,000-4,000 tickets for this show. And obviously, it's the die-hard of all wrestling fans, which I love. Dude, I cemented to me that AEW needs to do smaller venues because that crowd just sounded so perfect last night.
I don't know how many people were in that building. They didn't say. I didn't bother looking at that because I don't know how many people. But they said they kept saying like, I think they were sold out. If not sold out, they were like at capacity pretty much for whatever tickets they had available.
From what I saw, it was like, I'll say 4,000 to 6,000. I don't want to like.
Oh, okay. To me, I thought it was like 10. To me, it seemed like a big.
Yeah, and I think that's why, because they were so loud and lively. Like, I think you need. Philly. Yeah, and it's like I think they should do that. You know what I mean? Like, because brother, as much as like people make jokes, and I'll admit I laugh at every joke, whether you're shitting on this person, that I laugh. I find humor in almost anything. But I'm really sick of like people like posting like tarp mats over sections. Like it's just annoying at this point. Like, all right, cool, get it. You wave the WWE flag. Good for you. That's what you like. That's awesome. Like, bro, we get it. It's still a great show every week. Like, let's just stop.
Right.
So it's like and I think it would make the TV and everything look better because we see AEW can do some great camera work, and sometimes I feel they're limited because of that. But I don't know. I don't know if you agree with me, but I think they should try smaller venues.
I think that's what they're doing. Like some of these places that they're going are only holding like 2,000-3,000 people, like for Dynamite and Collision.
Yeah, which I think is fine.
They're doing smaller venues, but at the same time, like I don't know, man. I feel like we always end up going down the same path and talking about like the same thing. Like Tony's got to figure that shit out. He's got to figure out a way to grow that business. He's got to figure out a way. And I know they're still young, but at what point after 3 years, 4 years, it's 5 years? Like how many years are we going to be going? They're still young relatively compared to like WWE, obviously, but it's been 5 years. So you would think that your crowds would be getting a little bit bigger now. You're starting to get really hot. You know, the buzz is out there. You got these established stars. It's been 5 years. They know these people who you have, and like your shit's growing. And maybe they're doing that now. Maybe they, with Mercedes and Osprey and Swerve and all these people ascending to the higher level, maybe that's going to start happening now. But I don't think going smaller is going to like help them. Yeah, they'll sell out those smaller buildings, but some of those crowds still suck. Like, and if it's a shitty crowd and it's a smaller building, it's going to be like crickets in there. So,
dude, you know what's weird to me? They do, but then every pay-per-view they sell like 12,000 tickets.
Yeah, I mean it's pay-per-views. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just it's weird to me. Like I like to think so. They're coming out. I just can't go because of my work schedule. But the week after Double or Nothing, they're going back to the Kia Forum where I went for Full Gear.
Oh yeah.
Now, if I can pull it off, I'm definitely going to try to go because one, I love that arena. And two, it's only an hour away. So if I can go, I'll go.
Nice.
But there wasn't a seat available when I went to Full Gear. And now you go 6 months later to May, and they already have the whole top road book dinged off, like not for sale. So it's like
cool. They already have like 45,000 tickets sold for All In, which is like
let's see.
It's fuck. That's like just like months from now, and it's almost
But here's the thing, and
this
is what pisses me off about as a wrestling fan. They did 80,000 something like that last year. They're not going to probably hit that this year, and people are going to shit on them. But it's going to be like, bro, they got 50,000+
Yeah, it's 50,000 people, 50,000 plus people in a fucking arena, bro. Like, eat a dick.
Yeah. Such a failure. Such a failure. God.
Yeah, for real.
What did you just say?
That's fun. I know that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Tony comes out.
What did you just say?
It's people fucking with Tony Khan, bro. But how you gonna kind of shit on something that puts in 50,000 people in one place?
That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't know, man. Like, and it's funny because I really didn't want to dive down this hole, but I don't know what's funnier, to be honest. Is because we see it on Twitter. You have those die-hard WWE fans and the die-hard AEW fans, right? That completely just do not like each other and the other companies. I don't know what's funnier, them always constantly shitting on the other company's success, like the opposite company, or when they defend the company so hard over something like the other company has done before, kind of thing. I don't know. It's funny to me.
Well, I want to dive down that. I want to dive down that hole, but before that, I didn't want to gloss over Jay Briscoe and his anniversary just passing 11 years since he won the championship. That his brother last night ended up winning that same championship in a match with Eddie Kingston, which I thought was a great hard-hitting match. But God damn it, if my favorite part of that match was not the end when that bell rung and they started throwing streamers in the fucking ring. Why are we not doing that at every fucking ROH show? Like, come on, bro. Streamers is like, that's like a big part of Ring of Honor. Like, when you celebrate your champion or your people that you really love in that promotion, they get streamers. Not everybody gets streamers.
Yeah.
But at least, there's certain people who get them. And when I saw that stream, I saw one roll, I was like, oh, look at that. And then everybody started throwing them. When it filled the ring, I was like, yes, that is literally Ring of Honor shit right there. So I was so happy to see that, especially for, Mark to get that treatment, bro, with the streamers and having the championship and all the people coming out, his family and his dad and, all the ROH originals, like Rhett Titus was there, like, Christopher Daniels. It was really great. I got emotional, bro. I watched that shit and I was getting teared up, dude. Like, for real. So, again, really, really good show last night. Definitely the last half of that show picked up for sure. But
he's gonna have a great run with it too, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. Again, it's one of those things where we're like, can you keep your ROH people in ROH, please? Because I love Mark Briscoe. Of course, you want to see him on TV, but try to build that one brand and make it its own thing. But again, not to put a sour note on what we were just talking about, man.
One thing I wanted to speak on when you said it, because I think it's the coolest thing too, and the streamers. Hear me out on this. As a performer, I think streamers are so, in a way, kind of cooler than having the celebratory pyro. The reason I say
because
that,
it's like the fans are doing it. The thing is, what I like about the streamers is the fans are choosing who to do that.
You. And it's with you, like in the ring, like you're involved in that. The pyro is cool, don't get me wrong, but that just seems more personal.
Yeah, when I first started going to the movie theater shows for the pay-per-views, I would throw streamers.
That's awesome.
And then people would pick them up and throw them back up or whatever for certain talents. But then I stopped doing that shit because I was like, I'm like the only one sitting in the back of the theater and I'm trying to throw like all the streamers. And they cost money. So yeah, they're like $1, but still $1 is $1.
I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna buy them for the next ROH show and not tell my girl and just do it at the end just to see her reaction.
Hell yeah.
No, because she enjoyed the Athena match as well.
As well, she should have, bro. That was fucking great.
Yeah.
But going down the rabbit hole you just brought up, with people picking their sides and fighting, and dude, this whole week has been like, it's been so annoying on Twitter with just first with the CM Punk thing.
That's what started
the interview. That started the whole fucking thing. And then Triple H yesterday was making some comments, and it's like, did you see where he alluded to? He was kind of talking about Ospreay or whatever, talking about when he said, if you're one of these guys that chooses, if you're one of these guys that says, oh, I get the lighter schedule and this and that, and you don't belong here. If you're not about the grind, you don't belong here, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of people took that as him talking about Ospreay because Ospreay chose the lighter schedule or the whatever, because it was better for him. Doug, it's like multifaceted. I'm annoyed in so many different ways because of this whole thing. And it's just like, first of all, with the CM Punk thing, let's just break it down like this. I was talking about this on our friend, our trash boy, Delvin Cox. I was on his show last week. He was gracious enough to ask me to be on his show. And we were talking about toxicity with the IWC. And we were talking about the CM Punk thing. And my mind with the CM Punk thing was like, I thought I wanted to hear his side of the story until I heard it. And then I heard his side of the story, and I was like, yo, I don't care anymore. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's WrestleMania week. I want to talk about WrestleMania, bro. Like, I want to talk about the matches that are coming up. I want to talk about the bloodline. I want to talk about Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins and Rhea Ripley and fucking Becky Lynch. Like, those are the things I want to be shining light on, not this fucking guy. Like, CM Punk makes it so hard to like him. Because he comes off really unlikable sometimes when it's either you love him or you hate him. There's no like in between. Like you can't, I'm trying to separate like the emotion from it because I enjoy him in the business. Like I think it's better for him to be involved in wrestling. Like he can talk, he can wrestle, he's got a great mind for it. And come on, man, some of the things that we've seen him, the dog collar match, the fucking, everything, bro. You've seen him.
He put over that in the interview too.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him do tremendous things, and Then you get into like the personal stuff, and it's just like, dog, I like, again, with that interview, he was just giving his side, and it's like for instance, he says, he said he wasn't like getting physical with anybody there, and then he goes, oh, I didn't punch anybody, I didn't do anything, I just choked Jack Perry a little bit, and he kind of smiles about it, and it's like, hey, no, bro, that's not like, I mean, I get that you can find the humor in that, but it's like, dog, like that's not how you do things, bro. This isn't 1985. Like, the boys are not back there punching each other in the fucking face anymore, roided out on fucking coke and pills. Like, that's not the business anymore, bro. That's not what it is. It's different now. You can actually talk things through and get people involved and get shit figured out. Now, whether or not, the elite were responsible or he was responsible for that, I don't know. And I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't.
Like, I thought everything up to that, it was a great interview, right? Because you were talking about the comeback, how he said it was supposed to be him and Seth, and all this other shit. I think that would have been a great interview, just not this week.
Right.
Because it's like you take it away. Like, the things I took away that I liked is he did say he had a lot more positive than negative to say.
Right.
Like you said, he put over the MJF thing. He said he made a lot of friends, blah, blah, blah. He still hates Colt Cabana. Boy, did he make that known again.
Yeah.
But the one thing...
That's another thing. He's like, he said supposedly before with the brawl out, he was like, if you guys remember when he was at the scrum, if you have a fucking problem with me, come fucking talk to me, and we'll figure it out. So Colt Cabana goes to talk to him, and he's like, nah, I ain't talking to you without a lawyer.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, bro?
The things I didn't like, because this, like, I texted this to you, because one, he could get in trouble for it. But, like, if that's really true, the medical shit, like, not helping him, like, that is low-key fucked. Like,
now, I did a little digging about that. And so here's the situation with that. I listened to a few different podcasts, and they kind of cleared that up. So the way he said it, you get the picture in your head of like, damn, he got hurt, and like he had to go fucking do his own shit.
Yeah. Yep.
He had to find his own doctor. He had to go get his own shit. He had to pay for his own shit. That's fucked up. Why the fuck didn't Tony Khan pay for that shit? That's technically not how it works. So in WWE, when you get hurt, Triple H or whoever's like, yo, we're calling Dr. James Andrews. We're sending you to Dr. James Andrews. We're going to send you there. We're going to fly you there. We're going to pay for everything. He's going to take care of you. That's how it's done in WWE. In AEW, from what I understand, you get hurt, you pick whatever doctor you want to see, whatever treatment you want to get. You pick whatever you want. You pay for it, and then there's some app where you go in and they reimburse you everything. So some people like that because,
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't.
Well, that's so, and there you go. So everybody has a different way because there's some people who maybe want to get like stem cells. There's maybe some people who want to get a different type of treatment that maybe the doctor from the thing is not covering to help them get better. You know what I'm saying? So they want to go see their guy, or they want to go get their treatment, or maybe they want to try something experimental that, may help them a little bit better than what the regular doctor will. So they're allowed to go do that, and they get reimbursed. So that's where it got like confusing, because people didn't know that shit. So they're just hearing CM Punk go, I had to go by myself and take care of my own fucking doctor and my own shit. And it's like, I'm by myself here. And it's like, well, yeah, that's kind of how it works, but that's not really the whole story. Like, you get your money back, and he's allowing you to go talk to who you want to.
I just don't like it because I don't like a whole reimbursement process. Like,
no, listen.
Like Nikki
and I thought about that too, but like with the money that they make, it's, it is what it is. But for me, I would prefer, no. You send me to your doctor. Your doctor's good, right? Okay, send me to your doctor, and tell me when to go, and I'll go. That's it. That's how I want to do it. That's how I want to do it. I don't want to have to go and find a guy and
I'm hurt, man. Fix my arm.
My leg is broken, bro. Send me to your doctor. Let's get it done. Let's fix it. Let me get back into rehab. Like, I prefer that. So again, everyone has different ways of doing things, but I just found it funny that the narrative was like, oh, AEW, you get hurt, and they just fucking, they You got to do it on yourself.
The thing, so do you believe that he didn't like the idea of Collision at first and was like, just let me go?
You know what's funny? Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because it's like he's either, here's the thing, he's either telling the truth or he's lying, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the two.
It's
one of the two.
Yeah.
And we'll never really know.
Yeah.
So what's the point of me trying to speculate off of what he told me his side is? Like, why wouldn't you want your own show with your own people? Like, at first, I'm sure, you know, he was probably like, fuck yeah, this is fucking awesome. I get to work with whoever I want. We'll separate. I'll get away from those fucking people I don't like. Yeah, fuck them. And just give me my people. So why wouldn't you like that when it's happening? Of course, after the fact, when you're gone and you're in another place now, yeah, you're gonna be like, nah, that was stupid. I didn't like that. Blah, 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 blah. I don't even want to speculate on that shit. Because, like,
the big picture I took from it all in the end is he said his shit. Then Adam Copeland did his promo, and there was a few other reels, like not shots. I hate using the word shots because that sounds like
right.
But those subliminal comments were made. Now I hope it's done. He said his piece. AEW bit back a little bit on the
apparently. So Collision is taped this week. So apparently FTR did one of those too.
Yeah, but I think that was off air. Which whatever.
Well, okay. I don't know if it's gonna air or not air or what, but I know I saw that they did one, and I was like, oh my god, please, bro. Can we not get FTR?
Cody, what up, Adam? Fuck the revival. Oh.
Can we not get FTR involved in this shit, bro, please?
Yeah. The big thing I took from it, to be honest, and let's see if you agree with me, I think the dude just had way bigger expectations of coming into it. And you said it in the group chat, right? Corporate machine punk. I agree with that to a degree, right? I don't think he's exactly the friendliest corporate guy, but he's a guy that thrives in that system. Where when you go to do something like, obviously he was successful in AEW. I think he had I think he thought he was going to a corporate where it's kind of like, nah, man, like, you know, this is an up and coming. Because you got to think he came year 2. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yo, this is an up-and-comer. This Tony Khan guy, as much as we love busting his balls, like Tony Khan's doing a great thing for the business. It's like he's still learning. Like, yeah, okay, the EVPs are wrestlers, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, yo, this is a new thing. So I think he thought like he was going into a corporation.
You know what I think it is that annoyed me? It's just the fact that the way he just like portrayed himself as like a dude who's there doing his job and like everyone's attacking him. Like that shit fucking annoyed me. Mm-hmm. Because like, you know, that shit's not true, bro. The dude has like this bombastic personality. He's very outspoken. And like, he's like, yeah, we went to All Out and I went to All In and I'm going to do my match. And Jack Perry's fucking doing this dumb shit. And I go to this guy, I go to that guy. I call him, hey, take care of that or I will, whatever it is that he said about the Jack Perry thing. Mind you, no one has ever had anything bad to say about Jack Perry, except for this week. Bully Ray said he had a bad experience with him, which fuck Bully Ray. Like, he has bad experiences with everybody. That's the only other person I've heard say anything bad about Jack Perry. But the fact that he's like saying that he's just back there and having his match and minding his own business and watching the show, and then they come to him and tell him he's got to leave and all this shit. Like, he just paints himself as like, I'm not doing anything to anybody. I'm just here, and everyone's fucking attacking me. Like that shit just rubbed me the wrong way, dude. Because you know it's bullshit.
And the one thing I didn't bite off on either, 100%. And I don't know Jack Perry from a hole in the wall, right? Like I don't know him at all. I'd like to think he wasn't really trying to break a glass of a rental car.
Right.
Like I'd like to think that's not true because what Punk said would have been true. Like, yo, what are you going to return a car with a broken windshield? Like,
yeah.
Like, I'd like
and then another thing.
That's another thing. Like, I don't know if I bite off on that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't like that interview. I was just like, at one point, I was like, I don't want to hear any more of this shit. Because he was saying also, like, Jack Perry just wanted to record his shit so he didn't have to travel, so he could go home. First of all,
I don't blame the motherfucker.
No. First of all, Jack had fucking vacation coming up the following week. So he was trying to get this segment in before he went on vacation so he could film it. Secondly, You're talking about somebody who you say you alluded to not wanting to work. Bro, who's had more matches than fucking Jack Perry? Jack Perry at one point was on, he was like fucking Orange Cassidy is now. He was on every freaking week with Luchasaurus, bro. They were on TV every week. And you're talking about that's the guy who doesn't want to work? That's a weird statement, dude. So I just, as far as CM Punk goes with all that, like, I just didn't think it was the right time to have that interview and talk about all those things. Like,
it's the shitty thing is you and I are sick of hearing about it. A lot of people will never stop hearing about it because it's an easy headline. Like, I hate to be that guy. Who won that match? Joe
Gacy. A pre-show?
Yeah, Joe Gacy beat Sean Spears.
What? Wow. No, there goes that.
I don't get. Did you see his interview about why he came back?
No.
He's pretty much like, I wanted to go to NXT. I get to come home. Like the typical shit, family life, all that. Like I get to But yeah, enough of that shit. Let's get on to what today and tomorrow is all about. What everything from us being little kids and going all the way on. Wrestlemania.
We actually got a little bit of breaking news here.
Oh, say it. Send it.
So it seems like Julia, New Japan talent, fucking one of the greatest women wrestlers ever, is once she's done completing her remaining dates, she's heading to NXT.
Good for her.
So
yeah, they're in America. Her and Rossi is there.
Yeah, they were here, right?
Yeah, they're in Philly. So you think she might show up at the end of the women's match? You know how they kind of.
Nah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna, because I don't think she's gonna get quite the pop that they might want. I think it's best for her to go to NXT, build a name up there in NXT with the fans, and then she can come up. I think that's for the best.
Yeah. Well, no, hey, good for her. Love seeing talent going everywhere. You know what I mean? What was I going to say? But yeah, so WrestleMania 40, live from Philly. The stage reveal came out the other night. Not a bad looking stage. Had a lot to live up to compared to last year. I guess a lot of people are saying, I guess it was harder to make the stage. Not harder, but because of the stadium, the way the stadium is. I'm not into geometry and all the angles of what you need, but whatever. Cool. I thought overall Mania had a good build, like as a whole.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, good build. But we'll start with unless you have anything you want to just throw out there, WrestleMania, I'll dive right into the card for night one. Unless you have anything you want to speak out with.
Nah, it's weird because it kind of feels like WrestleMania season, but it doesn't. Like I can't believe tonight is night one of WrestleMania. Like it's already here. Like, you know what I mean? Like I almost feel like it's still coming. Yeah. And that it's not tonight. So I don't know why I feel that way, but it's cool because the card for tonight is supposed to be. Usually, you know, the Saturday card is awesome.
That's what my boy said too. That since they've done the 2 nights, Saturday's always had the better card. Because like we were saying, I think you and I were talking about it last year. We were texting like, man, night one of Mania if night 2 is the same. This has the chance to be one of the best Manias.
So tonight is 6 matches.
1, 2,
and tomorrow,
3,
tomorrow 7.
7 tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tonight, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 tomorrow.
Oh, so I'm missing one here from that picture you sent me yesterday. I'm missing missing a match up here then, I guess, because I see 6 on this thing.
Well, I'm going to start at the bottom here. This one, it's a tag match. This match, I think, could be a good match, just with the talent that's in it. We have Rey Mysterio, and replacing Dragon Lee is Andrade. Versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. The build pretty much there is Santos was feuding with Rey. Dominic obviously hates Rey. Blah, blah, blah. They kind of had a quick build. I think this was only like a 2-3 show build. Like this wasn't anything crazy.
And again, like really, you don't really need to do much with this because the story's already established with Dominic and his dad. Like,
yeah, the big thing I like from this, I think I said it, I like that Santos is on a WrestleMania card in Andrade. You know what I mean? You got the story there, like you said, with Rey and Dom. I think it could be a good match. I'm gonna take Rey and Andrade. Actually, yeah, I think that's what I said. I'm gonna stick to Rey. I don't know what I put in that photo thing. I'm gonna go with Rey and Andrade.
Yeah, you sent me this thing. I put I went with Dominic. Dominic and
Santos.
just because I know Ray usually takes L's. So I kind of think Judgment Day is gonna surprisingly be successful this WrestleMania. Like, you would think that they're gonna lose all the belts, Rhea's gonna lose to Becky, but and we'll get into all that later. But I get the feeling Judgment Day is gonna have a good WrestleMania. So I went with Dominic, and at this point, I'm not picking against Dominic anymore, bro. Dominic's one of my favorites now. That kid, yeah. I cannot sing the praises enough of that dude, bro. His 619 sucks. I'll say it every time. I will say it every time. But man, does he fucking understand ring psychology, man? Like, no one I've seen at that age to understand ring psychology the way he does is fucking phenomenal. So I'm not picking against him.
Next, a match I think a lot of people are looking forward to. It's a 6-woman tag match. You have the Avengers, superheroes. When the 3 of them were together in the ring last night in SmackDown, they literally looked like real-life superheroes. Of Bianca Belair, Naomi, and the debuting in like a real match, Jade Cargill versus Damage Control. You know, if you could actually bet on wrestling, I'd probably put $1 million on Bianca, Naomi, and Jade winning.
Right.
Now, do you think, because I'm assuming you're going to agree with me on the winner, but do you think this is like a quick thing? Or what do you think they go? What do you think?
So unless they are going to do like Bianca and Jade like now, then Jade and the team are going to win, because you're not going to have Jade come out at WrestleMania after all this and lose her first match. Like, you're not going to do that. But unless they're going to do something now where Jade turns on them, fucks up Bianca and leaves to kind of start a program there, then I'm going to go with the Super Avengers, the Powerpuff Girls team that they've created here.
Yeah, no, this is cool. Like I said, this is another one. Happy to see a bunch of people kind of get into a match that kind of makes sense.
Just want to see that Jade WrestleMania entrance, bro. That Jade WrestleMania entrance, bro.
All 3 of their entrances.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see. I'm really hyped to see a lot of these entrances of what they're gonna do. Definitely, I want to see this bloodline thing. I want to see how if they're gonna all come out together. If they're gonna do. Oh well, we'll get to that. But just speaking on entrances, I want to see what they're gonna do with all these people, especially like that main event with the bloodline. Are they all gonna come out at once? Are they gonna do the Roman thing and then the Rock thing, and then how's it gonna look? So I'm very interested in that. But Jade's entrance should be
phenomenal,
epic, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Oh, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So do you like her new theme better, or do you like her old theme better? Because it kind of almost sounds the same.
Yeah.
But there's definitely big differences in it. I like the old one, bro.
Yeah, I like both. I'm gonna lean old one maybe because I just know it more. You know what I mean? I think we've only heard this like 2 or 3 times now. But yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'll make a final decision on it tonight when we see it.
Because tonight, honestly, you're gonna get no better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll see it tonight for sure. But I love that old theme, man.
I loved her entrance she did at Double or Nothing, the last pay-per-view with the pretty girls walk like this.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, no, so far I really like the old one. Remember when they had the person playing the guitar and all that?
Yeah.
Coming out.
That dude actually, he's a very famous like blues guitar player. He wrote that shit for her.
Do you think he did her song here or no?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so and that's part of the reasons why I'm not like a big fan of the new one, is because the guitar, when it kicks in, it's super low in the track. Like in the one that's her AEW theme is called Epic.
Yeah.
And when that fucking guitar that shit is loud. Like it overtakes the song. It's loud as shit. But in the WWE one, it's like turned down. So that's why I'm like, damn, that's the sauce of the theme right there.
Yep. So next, a match that's probably going to have a lot of madness and probably a wacky ending. The 6-pack tag team ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. You have the Judgment Day with Priest and Balor against R-Truth and The Miz versus DIY versus The New Day versus Theory and Waller versus Dunn and Bate, which I hate their fucking name. It's like New Catch Republic or some shit.
New Catch Republic, yeah.
I don't like that.
So what's funny about this is that you sent me this thing yesterday, and one of the people that I picked are no longer in this match. So I don't know what's going on with that. I didn't do any research about it. So Grayson and Waller are not in the match anymore. They took them out.
No, they're in it.
They're still in it? I thought last night they got taken out.
No, that's what everyone thought. The WrestleMania change was thing. Andrade getting added.
Oh, because I could have sworn that they were removed.
Oh,
okay.
no. Nope. To my knowledge, which I watched, like I said, I had SmackDown on and there was nothing about that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, no.
Cool.
So Michael Cole, when WWE wants to make a point known, they fucking make it known. I think
hammer it home.
They're hammering it home that both belts got to get taken down. I know in your photo, I think based off your photo, and I think same with me, you have Theory and Waller getting the SmackDown belts, right?
That's what I think. There's going to be Theory and Waller, and Judgment Day are going to keep one of their belts.
So I got Theory and Waller, and then I'm going with the Awesome Truth winning the Raw ones.
Bruh, not to interrupt and completely change the whole subject, but I just went on Twitter to check the Grayson Waller thing. And Jack Perry, there's a Jack Perry video in New Japan.
Oh,
he's doing all the Young Bucks and CM Punk moveset. Like, that's all he's doing. CM Punk moves and Young Bucks moves. That's hilarious.
I saw. I know exactly the video you're talking about. I was watching that.
That is fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah. But they got Wade Barrett on commentary for NXT today with Booker T.
Nice.
So the question for you in this match, right? Because it's a ladder match, right? But who's doing the wild jumps off ladders here?
Well, let's see.
Grayson Waller, right? He's known for doing shit like that.
I'm assuming Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa are gonna try to. They're not gonna win, so they're gonna try to do everything they can to kind of like have memorable spots. So I'm assuming they're gonna do crazy shit. Like Johnny almost killed himself on fucking Monday, jumping through the ropes and crashing into the goddamn announce table. Kofi's always up to his antics, but I'd keep my eye on New Catch Republic. They're also a new team. They're probably going to want to make a splash. They have very flashy moves. They have very cool looking tag team maneuvers that they do together in tandem. So you might get Theory. I don't know. This is going to be interesting, man. They have a lot of young talent in this match.
I wouldn't be mad.
I think it's just going to be chaos. It's going to be fucking chaos either way, bro. I mean, a six tag team ladder match.
12 people.
That's have we ever seen that many teams involved in some type of ladder match before? Never. I mean, we had TLC with, those three teams, the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudleys, but this is like double the amount of people. So
yeah,
I just hope that, they have everything properly planned out with their spots and everything, and nobody, hopefully nobody catches any type of injury or anything, because ladders are very unpredictable, bro.
I would not be mad if I saw Finn Balor do a coup de grace off a ladder. I'm just saying.
Oof. I don't know if he can, bro.
That actually could hurt him.
Like, I don't know how that move works. Like, how do you do that shit and not fuck somebody's whole shit up? Like, I don't know how that move works at all.
Yeah, see,
that's one of
even
those moves I don't
his
understand.
feet. Like, how doesn't that hurt his feet either?
But what I'm saying, but like on both sides, like he's jumping off the top rope and he tucks in and then stomps on your chest. Like, how does that not cave your whole chest in? How do you not break your chest cavity, your fucking xiphoid process, any of that shit in there? Like, how does that? I don't know. That move, I don't understand at all.
Got the wolf dogs coming out. Breaker and Corbin. Hey, I want to
he got promoted. What the fuck is going on? See, this is where I get confused, bro. I don't watch NXT anymore.
Yes, no, he did. But
when did they become champions?
For a while now. He was champion when he got called up.
What the fuck?
Yo, kudos to Baron Corbin though. He's kind of gotten in a lot better shape.
He reinvented himself. Oh, he's wrestling Axiom, and who's that?
I believe that's Nathan Frazier. Axiom with a hot
Axiom is fucking awesome, bro.
Dude, I love him.
Fucking A-Kid, bro. That dude is the man.
Yeah, I think it's Nathan Frazier. I want to see Braun Breaker, though, spear the shit out of him.
But that's so weird. I didn't even know that they were fucking tag team champions, bro. I had no idea. Not a
So
clue.
that's what I'm saying. Like, looking at this match, you've got to think A-Kid and Thing win, right? Because Braun
I mean,
Breaker,
you would think this guy's called up. This guy's supposed to be on the main roster. So, as far as I knew, Braun Breaker is on SmackDown. So,
yeah.
I don't know what the. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
So, Lou, next, simple. Yeet or no yeet?
I can answer that for you right now.
No yeets.
I'm picking Jimmy.
Same.
I'm picking Jimmy.
I'm right there with you. But I'm amped.
And it's not because I dislike Jay, but I feel like Jimmy needs to have this win. Like, he needs it, bro. He definitely needs this win. Jay can lose, and he'll rebound, bro. He's over. Everybody loves him, bro. All he's got to do out there is go out there and.
Sorry to cut you off. He's either like the first or second merch seller right now.
Oh, man. Look at that. Even better.
Dude,
him losing
I'm
is not going to
excited
hurt him in any way, bro.
I'm excited to see that entrance in front of like 60,000 people, whatever they have tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But I hope it delivers, though, like for them.
No, it should be good. It should be really good. I mean,
it's just, you know what I don't want to happen, and I know it's going to happen. We make jokes about all the time. Solo's 100% going to hit him with the spike, and that's how Jimmy wins. Like, I don't want it. I wish Jimmy would just beat him, but, like, we know that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, you know, Solo's going to start looking at his thumb.
You need to find a video or a photo of that.
I saw something the other day. I forgot who said it and where it was, but they were like, they should change Solo's music to Randy Orton's music, and he'd be like, "I hear voices from my thumb." The way he fucking looks, the way he looks down at his finger all the time, like that shit's talking to him. Yeah, they should change his music. It's so weird how he does that shit. He's like, he just fucking just looks at his thumb like his thumb's telling him some shit. They're like, bro, what are you doing?
I don't like it either because Umaga, who obviously he got the Samoan spike from, never did that.
He never looked at his fucking thumb, then asked his thumb for advice.
Yeah.
Never did any of that shit. He just punched people in the throat.
Yep. Then next,
yeah, I'm going with Jimmy. I'm all Jimmy, bro.
I'm going with Jimmy as well. Next, this could probably be, if we really think about it, maybe one of the matches of like the Mania, the 2 nights of Mania. Gunther defending against Sami Zayn. I got Gunther retaining, man. Sami ain't the one. I think Chad Gable could get involved here and like cost Sami, like pull like heel tactics. I don't know, but I think obviously Gunther's taken that title to Berlin in Germany. There's no way Gunther's not the Intercontinental Champion or fighting for the title at that show.
They need to hurry up and get Ilya Dragunov up from NXT and let him be the one, because it doesn't make any sense for them to do Sami. Like, Sami was already IC champion like 2 or 3 times, bro. We've seen it, and again, this isn't anything against Sami. Sami's talented and all that, but it's like I'm not feeling like the hype of like, yo, I can't wait to see Sami beat it. Like, it's not there. It's just not there, bro. It's not. Now, if you tell me Ilya Dragunov is coming up and he comes out at the end of one of Gunther's matches and just stands in the fucking entranceway
Monday on Raw,
then motherfucker, then we're talking some business. Then you can have him beat Gunther, immediately gets established, and then you can move Gunther on into the heavyweight division.
Yep. There's 2 reasons I want Dragunov to lose today. For that, and then he's going up against a fellow Italian. I need to see Tony. I need my Italian to represent NXT. I've been on the Tony
Angelo is the NXT champion.
The Don. I've been on that bandwagon since day one. Those vignettes were so fucking like great. They were bad, stupid. Like he worked for a waste management company. Like they literally made him Tony Soprano.
Yeah. Hey, you remember when Enzo first came out in NXT? He was super Italian.
Yeah.
Like he was super Italian, bro. Like it ridiculously Italian. Like he looked like he belonged in the Tony and D'Angelo crime family. Like he really looked like he belonged in that crew.
Yeah. Well, we got it's nuts because me and my boys were talking the other day. Like, well, we got Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah, there you go.
We do have him. You know, the longest. Do you think this has potential to be like one of the matches of the weekend or the match of the weekend? Gunther and Sammy.
It'll be a great match, that's for sure. I mean, the match itself will be great. It's just I don't see Sammy being the guy. Like I just don't see it. So, sorry, Sammy.
Yeah, like if he won, I wouldn't be mad, but I'd rather see Gunther win. 100%.
Yeah, but it's like, where do you go after that?
Yeah.
Like, what, I don't. Honestly, bro, I do not see it.
Yeah, because exactly. Next is the show that a lot of people are thinking is going to open tonight. The man, Becky Lynch, going up against Rhea for the women's world title. Speaking of entrances, Rhea, Motionless in White, is doing her song live, apparently.
Oh, dope.
Apparently. That they're in town. That's what I read. So I could be wrong, but
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But dude, this is okay. This, besides maybe Roman if he beat Cody, will be the only match where I'm kind of like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, man. Rhea's gotta win. Like,
I'm not done with her holding that championship.
Yeah,
I am not ready for her to be beltless. It's just not. I don't think it's time, and I don't think it does anything for Becky Lynch to.
No.
I mean, again, I hate talking in terms of like what it can do for specific talent or whatever, because I love Becky Lynch. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against her. If she wins, hey, cool, great. Another, she gets a WrestleMania moment. She wins a championship, and that's all cool. And I'm sure that they'll continue on the feud, and it'll still be good. But I really don't want to see Rhea Ripley lose. Like, I really don't. I'm not sick of her. I'm not done with her being champion yet. I'm really not, dude.
But the question is, if she wins, who's next? Like, she's beaten.
There's plenty of people, man. You got Jade Cargill. They could run Bianca back. I mean, there's plenty of women on the roster, bro. There's plenty of people.
Speaking of, not that WWE follows these rules, but I think in an interview this week, I think they're doing a draft next month.
Oh, God.
Not that it matters.
Shaking it up. Shake up the roster.
Yeah, not that it matters, but they're doing a draft.
Right. Remember when the draft used to actually matter? Like, people were, like, really fucking mad that, like, Undertaker was pissed off that he got moved to SmackDown.
Yeah,
like, people were actually really mad.
I remember they said, like, for the first few, like, that's no shit when the talent found out.
Yeah. They were actually showing them backstage reacting, getting mad and all that shit. That was when it actually mattered. Yeah, that was weird. My AC is like right outside my window.
Okay.
And it just turned on really loudly. That means it needs to be reset.
Glimpse I'm seeing from this match, from looking honestly to your left and at my screen, this actually seems like it's a pretty decent match.
I'm trying not to look because when we're done recording, I'm going to grab the little rewind thing and pull it back.
Yeah.
So I can watch this.
And then the final match advertised for night one, as people say, the biggest main event in WrestleMania history. The final boss, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and the Tribal Chief, the undisputed Universal Champ, Roman Reigns, versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins, with stipulations that if Cody and Seth win, it is straight one-on-one tomorrow. And if not, if the Bloodline wins, it's Bloodline rules. Lou, we've been talking about this tag match for a while. I think we were both on the agreement of last time, correct me if I'm wrong, that Rock pins Cody tonight.
Yeah.
I still stand by that. Do you?
Yeah. I think that's really the only finish that they can do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do Roman pinning Cody, but then you kind of give away the ending of, I mean, not really. I don't know, man. This is the thing with this shit now. I think the days of them being super predictable are pretty much over, man. Because last year we were all fucking convinced that Cody was winning, completing the story. Yay, Cody wins, blah, 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 blah. And that fucker lost. And somebody threw that rubber chicken in the ring. And I laughed and laughed and laughed because I was like, I can't fucking believe that they literally swerved the shit out of me. And it was great because I'm Mr. You watch wrestling for so long, you can kind of see the patterns and you kind of know what's going to happen here and there. But for me to be like completely stumped where like I just don't know is a great place to be for me because it's like you're entertained now.
I could be wrong. After that Roman Reigns doc, because you said you watched that one as well, right?
That shit was great.
Dude, call me wrong. Until I watched that doc, I said there is no world where Cody loses. If Roman wins, I wouldn't be shocked. Imagine if the Bloodline deadass sweeps this whole weekend. They win tonight and tomorrow. Cody gets pinned by Rock and Roman.
It'd be fucked up. It'd be fucked up is if worst case scenario would be Seth and Cody win tonight, and then tomorrow is a straight one-on-one match, and Solo comes out anyway and punches Cody in the throat and makes him lose. Like, wouldn't that be some fucking horseshit? That would suck. That would suck. I wouldn't like that at all.
That's the one.
I wouldn't like that at all.
No.
But like the fact that if they lose tonight, then they got to deal with Bloodline rules. Then I can kind of get a little bit more behind. Like, okay, look at all the things it took to beat Cody, and that's what scares me. Like, what if that's why they're doing Bloodline rules? Because look at all the things it took to beat Cody. You needed The Rock, you needed Solo, you needed Jimmy, you needed, another Anoa'i family member who may be coming down in secret that no one knows that they might be introducing, like maybe a Fatu. Like, who knows? Who knows what might happen? And look at all the things it took to beat Cody. So that's maybe why they're doing Bloodline rules. Or maybe they're doing it in reverse where it's Bloodline rules so Cody can get help. So that's where we're going to get the whole Avengers.
Yep. So that's why, obviously, for this situation, just makes sense. We'll go right into tomorrow's main event. So the first question I want to ask, just simple yes or no. Like, we'll get into scenarios after this question. I'll ask you some. By the way, Braun Breaker, who got called up to SmackDown, just retained the NXT tag title. So make that make sense. Anywho, there's a simple kind of answer. You can obviously say a little more than yes or no if you want, but if the show ends Sunday with Roman holding that title up in Pyro, are you mad? Just simply, are you mad? Now you don't know the ending. You don't know the ending. So it could be some wild shit where it look cool Roman winning, or it could be the complete opposite, like we just said, Solo spiking Cody. But is there a world where you live in that where Roman wins, you're not mad?
I don't know if I mean, again, I wouldn't be mad either way if Roman wins. Honestly, I would laugh just because I'm like, I can't fucking believe it. Cody again, like it is LOL Cody year 2. Like, really, you went through all this shit this whole year and you still didn't win. But no, I wouldn't be mad. I'd just be like, I'd be more flabbergasted than anything. I think that's the best word, flabbergasted. I'd just be like, I wouldn't even have a word to describe how I felt if he was holding the belt up at the end of night 2.
So now we'll go into entrances. All right. So first off, who's your prediction night 2? I'm going Cody. Last year you went Roman. I remember last year you went Roman. Are you running it back with Roman, or is Cody?
Nah, man. I'm going Cody because it's gotta be Cody, bro. It's gotta be, man. Like, he has to win this shit. Yeah, he has to, bro. Dude, I'm not doing a third year of the story.
Well, that's just the way they delivered it this year too. Like looking back on it, okay, Roman winning, maybe some people still don't like, but I got it then. Like, it can now.
I mean, him getting the shit beat out of him by The Rock on Monday, bro, with the blood, and
then again this Monday
with the Mama Rhodes shit. Like, he's gotta fucking win the belt, bro. If he don't win the belt, he just retired. Just quit, leave WWE, go take your ass back to AEW, bro. Just leave.
Yeah, I hope we see Rock do something with Cody's mom tonight. Like give her that belt.
Oh, for sure they're gonna do something with that, for sure.
I could see
a picture of her holding up the sign over the Rock's face.
Yeah. Now entrances before we get into like finishes and scenarios, because there's a lot. All right, so I think tomorrow. So speaking of tomorrow, I think Roman and Cody are just going to get their normal entrances with just a shit ton of pyro. But tonight, what are we thinking here? Do you think Cody just gets his normal with some extra pyro? Seth gets a little more fire. It's more The Rock. I'm curious what the fuck The Rock does tonight.
Yeah, I think Cody's just gonna get his pyro and his, everybody will sing along.
Cody, what up, Adam? Fuck
That's the wrong one. Everybody's just
Adrenaline in my soul. Something, Cody Rhodes.
everybody's, they'll do their sing along. He'll get his pyro, and I think it'll be fine. Maybe he'll come out with the dog. Maybe Brandy will come out with him or something. I don't know, but I don't think it's gonna be anything too spectacular.
Mine wanted to make an appearance.
Hey, Biggie.
What up?
I got the little one right here in the corner.
Yeah,
she's right there.
I
little
see.
Brown patches her. I don't even think the Roman is gonna get like a big, huge entrance. He'll get his normal entrance, and the Rock's entrance is what's gonna be like the showcase.
Yeah, like Rock's coming out last, right? You would assume.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Well, remember Roman's. Well, granted, it was his night 2 entrance, but Roman's entrance last year was dope with the pianos and everything.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of that final boss entrance. It's funny because everyone all year was referring to Roman like, "Yo, that's some final boss entrance shit," and now The Rock's the final boss.
Now he's literally the final boss.
So, the question for you, Lou, we've been talking it. Do we get this endgame shit tomorrow? Do we see Stone Cold? Do we see John Cena?
The Undertaker.
Do we see Taker? Do we see Sammy? Do we see Jay? Do we see LA Knight? Do we see everyone?
Bastion Booger. Fucking the gobbledygooker. Bastion Booger.
Perry Saturn.
Oh, man. Perry Saturn. Fucking Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Everybody, bro. He's going to need everybody. He's going to need the whole squad. The whole WWE Originals cast to come out and help his ass, because if his bloodline rules, bro, he better have backup. What I'd really like to see, which is not going to happen, I mean, maybe it will by some miracle, but I'd really like to see Dustin involved in that somehow.
Same.
Like, I think that would be fucking really cool. The fact that Triple H has been throwing shots and all that shit, I don't really think that they're gonna have any kind of. They're not gonna be doing any favors between shows like that anymore, at least for a big while. But I'd really like to see Dustin involved in that.
He's gonna be backstage.
I think that would be really cool, man.
Me as a fan, right? If the glass shatters, I pop. But if I see Dustin, like as a fan and knowing everything, like I low key pop for that more. You know what I mean?
Like even if he's just in front row, like with no makeup on or whatever, They don't have to say, "Hey, look, Dustin Reynolds is in the crowd." They don't have to acknowledge him or anything like that. You could just have the camera pointed over when Mama Rhodes is there, and you'll see him there. That would be enough for me.
Yeah, same. But do we see it all tomorrow? Do we see The Rock?
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a big spectacle for the end of that show, and it's gonna be a lot of faces. When you hear that, bro, when that glass breaks. That's gonna be fucking crazy.
I know it's not gonna happen, and I know you would love this. If he came out to that disturbed version of Stone Cold tomorrow,
oh man, we love that fucking song here.
Yeah, dude. Like I would. Don't get me wrong. The OG entrance, I'll pop. But if he came out to that disturbed one, this is where I wish, like, even though he's not in his prime anymore, like this match screams like prime JR.
Yeah, right.
He's walking. He's talking. He's here to help Cody finish the story. Oh God, yeah. Because I don't know if you saw. So Samantha Irvin announced at Wale Mania that she's announcing for every match for both nights, and the commentary team is McAfee, Cole, and Graves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's probably why Wade Barrett's doing NXT, so he can do something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be a spectacle. We're going to have a lot of appearances. And I think that's cool. I think it's cool if they do that and then Cody ends up, as long as he wins. Because if they do all that shit for him to lose, I don't know. I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what you do after that with Cody.
Dude, all I can think of, though, I don't know why this just popped in my head. Stone Cold. You ever see the meme where he has his hands back? And he's like, I was watching at home, and by God, I didn't know if that was a work or a shoot, brother.
Yeah.
The only fucking asshole I hope we don't see is Hulk Hogan.
No, please. Just no. No. I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm all set.
Yeah.
I'm all set on Hogan.
Right.
I just want to, you know what one spot I want to see? I want to see the lights go out and then the lights come on and Undertaker's in the ring. And The Rock is like, he's standing behind The Rock. And The Rock just makes that, you know how The Rock makes that face when he was like Hollywood Rock, like that scared, fucking like, oh shit. Like, I want to see him just do that spot with Undertaker. That would be hilarious.
So it's funny because, you know, when Undertaker, since he's been retired, he's came back to the American Badass theme.
Yeah.
He inducted Muhammad Ali last night, and he came out to his like Dead Man theme, like the like the gongs and all that shit. So maybe they did that on purpose because that's what he'd come back to, right? Because if Taker, I know this is like super micro booking, but if Taker were to come out, does it have to be as the Dead Man, or can he come out as the American Badass?
Yeah, again, I'd like to see the
Dead Man.
Lights, and then lights on, and he's there. Like, I don't know how they pull that off with his old ass.
Yeah, I don't know.
Run down to the ring, or I don't know how they do it, but
I don't know if he'd look good in that.
I'd like to see that spot.
Yeah. But yeah, man, obviously everyone's really ready for the match tomorrow. If you don't have anything else to add, we'll talk about the next world title match, Seth freaking Rollins against Drew McIntyre. We've been praising Drew McIntyre, I feel, on the show. And I feel just like Cody, I kind of feel there's no world where Drew McIntyre doesn't win. But CM Punk's on commentary. You still have Damian Priest with the briefcase.
Right.
So, like, I think Priest comes out during this.
So, the fact that they have Punk on commentary, I wonder if Drew's going to win, and then Punk and him are going to – I mean, I know Punk only has one arm, and I don't know how – again, during that interview, he said his arm feels fine. They're just making him wear the stuff and whatever. I don't know how much he can do physically.
Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off. Look at Overfamily. Man, this dude's
guy, bro.
Look at this dude.
Look at this dude.
Like this, I had to cut you off because we talked about him. This is someone that's gonna be a star. Like, there's no way he's not. Apparently, he's already gotten like insane praise from like the main roster people too.
I fear for him going to the main roster just because they what are they gonna like? You know, you want to see him in the as a main guy. Like, look at this guy, bro. He's fucking huge.
And he's young too, right? He's like 21, 22.
Big, young, agile dude, man. Like, just dope. Super dope, bro.
Yeah, but sorry, you were saying, so CM Punk's on commentary, the one arm.
So, you know, my fear is that maybe CM Punk, like, I don't know, maybe he grabs like a pipe or something because you only got one hand. You can't use a chair. And I don't know how much he can do with his arm, but maybe he does something where he ends up fucking up Drew McIntyre when he wins the title, and then Damian decides to come out and cash in and wins the title. I like, as much as I like Damian Priest, I really want to see Drew as champion. Like, I want to see that. So, unfortunately, they've boxed themselves in a corner with this fucking briefcase. And eventually, you either have to cash it in or have a failed cash in. You got to eventually get rid of that shit.
I think your best, if you want to put the title on Priest, I think your best bet is to do it Monday. Drew wins the title, gets his moment. Drew's out there. Punk fucks up somehow Drew. And Damian cashes in then. He doesn't have a long run. Maybe Drew wins it back in Scotland because they're going to Scotland. And he's advertised. So I think all signs pointed to Drew McIntyre re-signed if they're doing a show.
Or maybe maybe something like Drew wins. He starts celebrating. He's antagonizing Punk from like the turnbuckle. Punk jumps into the ring. They have a face-off, and then Drew, what's his name? Damian Priest music hits, and when Drew turns around, maybe Punk gives him a fucking low blow, kicks him in the nuts or something like that, and then Priest comes in, cashes in. I could see something like that.
This is a hard one because I love Drew, but I love Priest. So like, I want Drew.
Yeah, I like both of them.
I love Drew.
I like them both.
I want Drew to get the moment. But if Priest walked out as champion, I can't see myself really being mad either, though.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean,
I don't know. It's just
maybe
Drew, I just can't.
Maybe Priest gets a.
I can't see.
Maybe Priest has a one-night run as champion, and then he loses it on Raw or something to Drew or something like that. I don't know, bro, but they have to do something with that fucking briefcase. It's like ridiculous already with that shit.
Yeah, because I can't see them not doing Drew and Punk at SummerSlam. Like I feel that's a must because Punk will be back by then. But we're both on the side of Drew here. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why. All of a sudden, 3 times in a row, my mic just cut off.
But yeah, so your overall pick is Drew, though, right?
Yeah, it's Drew's definitely gonna win that belt.
Next,
for sure.
Next, we got Io Sky defending the WWE Women's Championship against Bayley. So I think Bayley wins this. I think Damage Control gets involved, and I think the superhero Avengers of Jade, Naomi, and Bianca come to help her. And they all celebrate together.
Yeah.
Which down the line, that'd be a dope 4-way match.
Yeah, I'd be with it.
Yeah, but
I don't got much on this. I think it's definitely Bayley's gonna win the title for sure.
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. When Io cashed in at SummerSlam, I was like, nah, there's no way she's holding this title till Mania. Like, she actually had a long run in the end. Like, kind of shocking. Next, this storyline's been actually kind of funny if you've been watching SmackDown. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens in a triple threat. It's pretty much just been KO and Randy trying to beat the shit out of Logan, but understanding they're facing each other. So that's kind of cool. But I think Logan's been in the negative too much in this, where I think he retains. And they're doing SummerSlam in Cleveland. He's actually from Cleveland.
Yeah.
So
I would agree with that, especially since it's a 3-way match.
Yeah.
I could definitely see him retaining.
And I hate being that guy, but I hate Kevin's probably in there to eat that pin. I don't see a world where Logan Paul's pinning Randy Orton. I just don't. But I think this could be a really good match.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great. It's going to be fun.
I hope because we haven't seen Randy Orton at WrestleMania in 2 years now, so I hope we get to see him do like a cool RKO spot.
Hell yeah.
But next, this build's actually low-key been good. LA Knight and AJ Styles.
Yeah, I hope LA Knight wins, but it kind of sucks too because AJ's been doing some great work with this feud.
Yeah.
Especially last night with the bloody nose and the F-bombs and all that he was dropping. But LA Knight I definitely needs a big win like this.
Yeah.
Moving forward. So you know me, I'm never gonna pick against LA Knight.
No, same.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, they've been doing good. Like this, someone tweeted today. I saw it's like, yo, low key, AJ Styles and LA Knights have the best build. AJ flew to the other side of the country to cost LA Knight a match. Then LA Knight went to AJ Styles' house. Then they beat the shit out of each other at like a media event.
Yeah.
Then there was AJ was hinting online that he might come out to new entrance music because the one he has now doesn't fit his character, he said. So a lot of people are saying maybe he's going to bring back his TNA shit.
Really?
I don't know. I like AJ's theme now anyway, so I wouldn't. I don't know. I do, but
really, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. AJ said it. He said you might see some new music soon. You might not, and this was like a week or two ago. And then
Okay.
next, the last match we're going to be talking about of all the matches of this WrestleMania show, it just the way it aligned. You got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits against the Final Testament in a 6-man Philadelphia street fight match. Now, before I let you go, these are 6 dudes that I'm happy are on the WrestleMania card, especially Bobby, because last year he was supposed to feud with Bray. Obviously, we know Bray was sick, so that never happened. I feel it's Mania. How do you not have the Street Profits? And then I'm a fan of Karrion Kross, so I'm happy to see him get on Mania. But I don't know, man. Do you think this is one of them because it's a street fight? It could low-key deliver? Because I think we said it, right? I think you might have said it. These are 6 dudes you like, but you could give a shit about this feud.
Right. Exactly. That was exactly what I was about to say again. I don't know. I mean, I get why this is on the card. You know, they're on TV a lot. You know, they're trying to get this thing over, so you put them on the WrestleMania card. But this match to me screams pre-show. Like it screams pre-show match. The fact that it's a street fight, I guess, puts it on the main card. So you know how street fights go, bro. They're always going to be entertaining. The crowd's going to get hyped because people in the crowd. You know, you got Bobby Lashley standing right in front of you, punching somebody in the face. Like they're going to get hyped. So it's a good crowd pleaser match. So it'll probably go hard. You know what I mean? I don't see why. You got some good workers in there. So I don't think it's going to be a bad match, but it's just like, I don't give a fuck who wins. I don't care. I'm most likely going to get up and bathroom break during this match at some point when it starts. Or probably like in the entrances and all that shit when all these people are coming out. But I don't know, bro. I guess Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits win, but then again, you bury this group that you're trying to build up by doing that. So like,
yeah, because dude, this is awkward because Final Testament's been really killing them. So it's like you don't want Bobby and then to lose because then Bobby and the Profits are low key kind of buried, but they're both established acts, Bobby and the Profits. Like they can take the L. I'd like to think. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll go Final Testament.
Okay.
I hope we get some cool entrances with them though. The Final Testament.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be cool.
But to be honest,
again, since it's a street fight, I'm sure it'll be like entertaining.
But after this feud, where do both teams go? You know
That's the thing. Like I don't know, and like I don't even care. Like it doesn't matter.
Like the only thing I could think of is technically if Cody wins, he should be on SmackDown. So maybe if they really had like some balls, to be honest, I hate saying it like that. Maybe they did Cross and Cody. Like if he wins, or if Bobby wins, Bobby and Cody.
You gotta get Cross involved in something substantial, like over a title or over something substantial, not just feuding. Why are you feuding with is it because they're black? You don't like black people? Like I don't understand. Why are you feuding with the fucking? Yeah. Why are you feuding with this? Why are you going so hard over Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits? Like there's no reason why. There's no for what. Like that's the part I don't understand. Like why they're doing this shit.
At least we get to see Scarlett, probably a fine ass.
That is true. I will say that.
We get to see Scarlett.
I will say that.
B-Fab's going to be making her Mania debut. She'll be out there with them, so that's pretty cool for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's the card. We got Stand and Deliver on now. We got the show. WrestleMania starts in 6 hours.
I saw a quick clip of Shayna Baszler stomping the shit out of Masha Slamovich. I want to see something about. I mean, I want to see if I can maybe pay for the fight for a month. This is $5.
Yeah,
just so I can maybe watch that Bloodsport thing, so I can see that actual match. But I'm not a big fan of like that event. Like it's weird. I was trying to explain to my brother like. It's because he has no idea what that is, and I sent him the clip of Shayna. I'm like, yo, check Shayna out.
Turn around. Look at this.
Whoa.
Oba Femi is a piece. Look how strong this motherfucker is.
Nah, bro. That's not right. That shit is not right. Dude, there's no way. Oh my God, his head. Oof. Thank God he fucking rotated.
Man, this dude's gonna.
That better be it. Did he kick or he got him? Oh,
Yeah, he broke him up.
He broke the pin up. That's crazy, bro.
Bro, this dude's
That's
gonna start.
fucking
I had to
saw,
cut you up. I saw what was happening.
You saw what's his name try to do that shit. Rick Boogs, and his fucking knee exploded when he tried to do that shit. So that ain't no fucking joke.
Yeah.
So what is this? Karrion Kross calls Bobby Lashley unprofessional for handcuffed comments and overlooking their match. Karrion Kross says, wow, this is really long. Let's see. Let me put this in perspective. I've had nothing but respect for this guy from the very beginning. We've worked for the same companies. I show up, I do good business. I don't go into business for myself. We're all from different generations. I talked to Paul Ellering about this, and I said, Paul, am I out of line right now? And he said, absolutely not. Go and do media and say I'm excited about this weekend. But I'm looking at the main event, and we're going on to bigger and better things, brother. Just sell the match on Sunday. Don't talk about how you're handcuffed. Here's the reality check. Everybody in this business is handcuffed. We all think we can do better. You don't go out in the court of public opinion and try to get sympathy on the week where all eyes are on us. It's totally unnecessary. I don't want to read all this, bro.
Yeah, well, what the fuck? I'm gonna send you. The Rock just dropped like a 6-minute video on Twitter to watch after. I think for the match.
It's crazy, but I guess I don't know if this is like.
Who knows? I don't think
it's real, fake. I don't even know anymore.
Who knows? But brother,
his whole hand is covering Cody's face.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that once we get off. My question for you, because I don't want to go too much longer. What food you having tonight for Mania weekend?
Man, I thought I was gonna go because it's already 1:00. I was thinking about going to BJ's and getting, because they have these wings that they sell in the meat department. So they're not frozen, but they're raw, uncooked wings, and they're already prepared and cut and ready to go. And they're like in a big bag. They're like $20, and it's a fucking pretty big bag of wings. So I was gonna get them, and I was going to put the grill on and kind of like put them on the grill. But that's probably something I should have done yesterday and gotten them so that today I could just kind of season it and take it out there. Because now I got to drive all the way the fuck over there, go buy them, come back here, prep them, do it. It's going to take too long. So I don't fucking know. I might just have something simple, man. I might just call it, a simple weekend, because I'm actually going to start doing carnivore diet.
Okay.
This Monday.
Okay.
So my brother's doing it, and he's lost a ton of weight, and it's
I know
giving
that
me
a lot of people I've known who've done it like it.
It's a lot of health benefits, and there's a lot going on with it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I might just fucking, since it's like I'm going into carnivore Monday, I might get like a pizza or something. Just fucking get a nice slice from Antonio's down the street.
Dude, pizza's
Actually,
usually
that sounds like a good idea.
Pizza's usually the go-to, but we're making buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Oof! Wow.
Yeah, we're having that.
See, that's the thing. I'm by myself. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? When
I always do pizza though.
When I was married, I'd cook. I'd have a whole thing that I'd make. You know what I'm saying? And then we'd eat and watch the show. But it's like, it's just me, so I kind of feel stupid. Like my brother's here and my mom is here. They're not watching the shit. They could care less about wrestling. So I'm like, let me just get something simple, call it a day. You know what I mean? I don't have to get too involved. But usually I would like to make something, but I just don't have the time.
Our man retained, baby.
That's right.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I think that's going to do it for us. We're excited. It's WrestleMania. We all have shit we have to do before the show. And we want to get this out there so people can watch it before the show.
Yes.
So on behalf of me, Nick Anicelli, all I got to say is you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the name. But most importantly, follow the YouTube at Wrestling is Trash. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment who your picks are. Comment what wild things you think might happen or whatever it can be. But interact with us. We'll get it out there. We'll make sure we show you guys love. But that's all I got. Lou, if you want to drive this bitch home.
Lou from the BX, host of the Everything Podcast, co-host of Wrestling is Trash here. wishing you all a wonderful WrestleMania weekend, a beautiful weekend of the wrestles. I don't know how many weekend of the wrestle episodes we've done. This is like number 8 or 9, or I don't remember which one it is. But we wish you all the best. We thank you guys so much for joining us and giving us a little bit of your time to watch this program and enjoy the wrestling talk with us. As you very well know, you can follow us on Instagram at wrestlingistrash and click the link in the bio where you can get access to all of our content, including our merchandise and our YouTube page, where we love to interact with you all. So other than that, we are good to go. We are ready to enjoy this weekend and get ready to watch this main event of NXT. And from us to you guys, enjoy wrestling.